We start the year off with a crosstown rivalry. Franklin County girls hosting the Lady Wolverines from Western Hills. That's up next here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week. Welcome everyone to Franklin County High School. I'm Clint Goins. Alongside me here, Jason Hyatt, my partner in crime. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you're having a good New Year. Tonight we've got in our first game of the week for 2024 here on January the 5th. The Franklin County Lady Flyers hosting the Lady Wolverines of Western Hills. Franklin County, of course, coached by Joey Thacker, been here at Franklin County for a very long time. The Wolverines, coached by Jana Hughes, now in her second year. The Lady Wolverines come in with a 5-7 record. The Flyers are at 10-5. Jason, tell me what you know about these two teams. What do you know about the Lady Wolverines, if anything?
Well, I know that they are once again facing a tall task here in the 41st District. Franklin County, once again, we've already seen here in the early going of the season, they're 10-5. Some of those losses coming in some tournaments that they played, some out-of-state teams. But once again, it looks like Franklin County is going to be the cream of the crop in the 11th region. So for Western Hills, that means you've got a big boulder that you got to climb up and over. So, they are a team that has had some, a little bit of turnover from, years gone by. So new coach, kind of new starts. Some of their younger players are starting to come up. So so they are led by Ellie Roberts. She Lee is a senior forward at 8.5 points a game, and then Bree Wolf right along her also at 8.5 points a game. Bree Wolf was a player that I remember last year kind of standing out to me as, I thought really she should have got some more opportunities. She was the one that really stood out as, having, kind of some leadership on this team, and it looks like she's stepping up this season. So we'll look to see what we've got out of her tonight.
And that was the national anthem performed by the Franklin County High School Pep Band with the color guard, which is made up of all 3 local high schools. So, Jason, before we were interrupted, you were saying about Western Hills.
Well, just that, I think Bree Wolf is a player to watch. And then Dakota Wilder is another one. She's still just a sophomore, but I think she was playing as an 8th grader. I feel like we've been saying her name for a while now. So the 3 of them, though, Wilder, Wolf, and Roberts, all at somewhere in the 8+ points per game. So they've got some options this year, which is probably more than they could say for years past.
Well, there we just saw number 11, Ellie Roberts, and number 4, Dakota Wilder. Number 12, Sarah Ayers in the starting 5. That's number 5, Mackenzie Hellard. And their last starter, I think, is 22, Shelby Simpson, a sophomore. And as I said, they are coached by Jana Hughes, assisted by Alexandria Payne. Now the starting lineup for the Flyers, and we'll talk more about them as after the starting 5 is announced here. We have some familiar faces sitting there on the Flyer bench. Leah Hogan is our first starter. She's a junior for Franklin County.
Yeah, she's second leading scorer on this team and has kind of taken over the prized role of point guard for Joey Thacker.
Micaiah Wheeler, number 21, our second starter. Micaiah is a freshman.
Yeah, Wheeler played as an 8th grader last year quite a bit. She also can play that point guard position. Really a lot of promise from a very young player.
Alexandria Newton was 14. Number 12, Rachel Shropshire.
Yeah, Shropshire is leading scorer on the team at over 10 points a game. The only player in double figures so far for the Flyers.
And rounding out the starting 5, Juliana Frazee, 33 is her number.
Yeah, Frazee's been kind of waiting her turn to lead things down on the blocks, and she's taken advantage of it this year. She's averaging just a touch under 10 points to go along with 7 rebounds, and she's probably the best free throw shooter on the team.
In the past, Frazee has almost automatic from the block. If she gets the ball on the block, she's good for 2 points. So it looks like Shropshire and Simpson will be facing off here for the jump ball. starting this contest in our 41st district tournament, our first game of the week here on Cable 10, and Franklin County wins it. Hogan had it, and she has it again.
Western Hills comes out in a 3-2 zone, trying to put some pressure on the ball out at the top.
Three-point attempt off the mark. Rebound to Western Hills. You know, it's been a while since the Wolverines have defeated the Flyers.
It's been a while since anybody in the 41st district
Well,
has defeated the Flyers.
That's true. But I think this might be their best chance in a long time. I mean, in and out there for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that was Roberts taking the jumper from the top of the key just to step inside the line.
Three-pointer in and out for the Flyers. We've got a jump ball. Arrow points to Western Hills.
And I find it a little interesting that Western Hills is playing the 3-2 zone, because the three-point shot, not really statistically a strength for this Franklin County team. They only make 4 of them per contest. So, you know, that's not something that they really rely on. The inside game seems to be more where they want to go.
Ball slapped away, but the Wolverines slap it away themselves, get it right back. Of course, there is no shot clock in girls high school basketball, or boys for that matter. Rebound to Franklin County. Wheeler pushing it up. Gets it over to Hogan. She gives it to Shropshire. Around the horn a little bit. Shot taken, no good. Rebound to the Lady Wolverines.
There's a lid on it for both teams so far. We're 2 minutes in and neither one can find the bottom of the net.
Wolverines, for the first time in a long time, seem to be able to match up height-wise to Franklin County. I say that as the Flyers hit a three-pointer.
That was Leah Hogan. She is one of the better three-point shooters on this team.
Wheeler stops and is called for traveling.
I think she would argue that she was tripped, but if they don't call it.
Quick subs in the game here for the Wolverines. Bree Wolf comes in. She's number 1 for Western Hills, and I think Aubrey Perkins perhaps maybe also into the game there. Two-pointer there.
Dakota Wilder, the sophomore.
They try to go inside of Frazee and just knocked away.
Lazy pass from Wheeler.
Oh, that was a good idea, but the pass was just a little bit outside, and we have our first Franklin County sub into the game. This is Logan Kennedy, number 23, checking in.
Kennedy, a key returnee from last season. She really grew into a pretty big role in this squad last year. Frankly, it's a little surprising that she's coming off the bench here tonight.
That was going to be over and back, but it was touched by the Wolverines. Inside to Shropshire, outside, three-pointer, and it's good. That's Hogan with the three. And we have a foul here, I believe.
just out of bounds. Hogan almost had a steal going the other way, but ball caught the sideline.
This is Waddell with the ball. Loses the handle, gets it back, still swatted away. Over and back, stepped on the line.
She was good at first, and the momentum forced her to take that foot and slide it out a little bit and hit the half-court line.
Just over 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Joey Thacker giving some instructions to his team. Kennedy with the ball. Inside to Shropshire, spins in and out, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in.
Just a case of Shropshire wanting it more. There were Wolverines down there.
And a quick bucket by Franklin County off the inbound pass, and a timeout is called by Coach Hughes. We'll step aside. Franklin County on top 10-2 here on the Game of the Week.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
There's a quick look at Alexandria Payne. She's one of the assistants for Western Hills, and Flyers with their impressive forecourt press, which they are kind of known for, creates another turnover. That's something that the teams in the 41st District have had troubles with for, gosh, a decade, perhaps.
Well, you know, it's maybe I'm off base here. You know, if you have a different remembrance than I do, feel free to say so. But it seems like Coach Thacker has kind of laid off on the press a little bit. Not that they don't do it at all, but you know, when you think back to those days of Rebecca Cook and you know, early days of Brooklyn Miles and
Princess
some of those
Stewart,
teams. Oh yeah, they came out of the gate full court press and didn't stop until they were up by 40. You know, and then it was like, okay, we'll call the dogs off. But it seems like in recent years, they've been a little bit more standard defense and only kind of inserting the press here and there as a change of pace.
Well, I will agree with that. But I will say that when they implement it, they do it well. They may not do it as often as they used to, but when they do put it into place, they do it well. Nice drive to the bucket there by Taylor. She's fouled and will go to the line to shoot two, I think. Yeah, no, they're calling it on the floor before the shot, okay. Three-point bucket. That's by Hogan. And the Flyers out to a 15, you know, it's kind of quiet, but they're out to a 15-2 lead.
Well, when Hogan's got 3 3-pointers,
doesn't take long, does it?
Doesn't take long, that's right. And then, of course, they had that flurry, scoring about 6 points in about 30 seconds, so that'll do it.
Perkins at the line here for the Wolverines. Shropshire comes out, and Micaiah Wheeler comes back in for Franklin County. And yeah, we got a lane violation. I'm not sure on whom, but
Logan's going to be.
it looks
23
like
down there.
Perkins will get another shot here. Off the back of the rim, but falls through. Wheeler with the basketball right now. She's just a freshman. Penetrates, puts it up, and in.
Well, that's a good example of the flash of brilliance we saw from her last year. She's got a good, quick first step and the ability to finish at the rim.
Knocked out of bounds by Kennedy. It'll stay Wolverine basketball. Here's another look at that penetration by Wheeler. Triple teamed there at the end and still able to convert. Very active hands by Franklin County. Knocked out of bounds by Wheeler. It'll stay with Western Hills, but it's hard to get an offense set up when the ball keeps getting slapped away. Three-point shot, and it's good. The Wolverines with their first three-pointer. But it's answered rather quickly.
Hogan again.
Is that her fourth?
That's four.
This time a foul on the Lady Flyers.
It was Bree Wolf down here on the Western Hills end with the three-pointer. Good way to bust that zone that Franklin County was in, putting all that pressure on the ball. But man, Franklin County wasted no time getting those three right back.
Jackson commits the foul for Franklin County. Ellie Roberts back into the game and knocked out of bounds again.
Got 24, Kiana Taylor for Franklin County. She's in there in the middle of that zone, right there in the top of the key.
Jump ball. I think the possession will go to the Flyers this time. Nope, I'm mistaken. Wolverines having a hard time passing the ball because Franklin County has got their hands everywhere, it seems like.
That pressure that they put on you just makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do. You just get scared and tense, forces you into bad passes.
As the first quarter comes to a close, Lady Flyers lead 20-7. And we'll be back with the second quarter as we look at a couple of Franklin County three-pointers here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Hey, that was my friend Logan's soccer coach. Why'd you wave at her?
Because she's also our Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. She's the one that helped us get our house fixed after that big storm last year.
Well, that explains the name of their team.
Which is?
The Storm.
Good one.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
There's a look at the Western Hills bench. They trail by 13 after one. Having a hard time setting up their offense against this tenacious Franklin County defense. Franklin County will have the ball starting off the second quarter. Wheeler with the basketball now over to Hogan. Back to Wheeler. Down low to, well, it's not Shropshire, but Wolverines take it away. They back it out. Three-point attempt off the mark. Taylor with the rebound for the Flyers. Another three-pointer by Franklin County, this time by Alexandria Newton, a senior for the Lady Flyers, and Wheeler commits a reach-in foul.
Franklin County only has 3 players that have hit more than 3 three-pointers in total this season. And so far, we've seen 2 of them now. Leah Hogan, of course, already has 4. That was Alex Newton. And then Rachel Shropshire actually leads the team in three-pointers made this season. But she is yet to get one to go.
I don't think she's taken one so far. Inside, Taylor converts 2 points.
I know that Western Hills is going to have difficulty matching up man-to-man against Franklin County, but this zone is getting posted right now. Franklin County just passing too quickly. Western Hills can't keep up, sliding to the other side of the court, and it's just giving them wide open entry passes down to the block for easy buckets.
Nice move there, but blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Wolverines. Charlize Kennedy checks in for Franklin County. Knocked away by the Lady Flyers. Wheeler with it. It's knocked away. Three-pointer, that's a little short.
For all the good things that Wheeler brings and the potential that's there, she needs to clean up some of the unforced stuff. There's been a few times already here in the early going of this game that she's had balls knocked away from behind or just lost the handle. So.
Well, she is just a freshman. We'll give her that. Taylor takes it in and puts it in. Another 2 points by Kiana Taylor.
Kiana Taylor is a player that likes to work down low. And it's evidenced by, as we see a bucket there by Roberts. Here's a stat for you that you're not going to see every day. Kiana Taylor leads the Franklin County team in free throw attempts this season. So it's crazy getting her first bucket. She has 57 free throws this season, 12 more than any other player on Franklin County. But she is only the 7th leading scorer on the team. Typically, her leading free throw.
She's not hitting a lot of those free throws.
Well, she's
I take it.
Yeah, 43% on the free throws. So work on that a little bit, and she'll be shooting right up those scoring average rates.
Let's look at Frazee. Like I said, on the block, she's almost guaranteed 2 points. Ellie Roberts at the line. Leaves that one a little short. Couple of subs here for the Lady Flyers. Logan Kennedy checks back in. She wears 23. Here's Roberts for her second free throw. That one too strong, but gets the rebound, puts it up and in. So she gets those 2 points one way or the other. Frazee again on the block, and like I said, She gets the ball on the block. She's good for 2.
Yeah, she got good position, sealed off the defender, and then once she gets that, makes that drop step to the left, and, yeah, she's deadly with that.
Gets the block and the rebound.
And that's good, just defensive presence from Frazee, going straight up with her hands, not jumping, not reaching. It's almost like she's got a good coach that instills some of those kind of things in her.
You think maybe? Shelby Simpson into the game for Western Hills. She wears 22. Tied up again. It'll be Western Hills ball. Ellie Roberts in there. Malaric Walton. Malley, as they call her, into the game for Franklin County. Get it ahead, and it's an easy 2 there for Hogan.
I wonder if she knows that doesn't count as much as the 3-pointer she's been making.
Pass intended for Roberts, a little bit ahead of her. There's another look at the pass to Hogan and the way in.
Yeah, I think the ball hit the ground once from one end of the basket or into the court to the other. So
Walton puts it up and in. Roberts' shot is blocked by Frazee. Goes up ahead, and that is no good. Rebounded by the Lady Wolverines, but taken back. Kennedy with it for Franklin County.
The action's picking up here. We're starting to get up and down the court. And that's going to play into the hands of Franklin County.
Walton in and out. Puts up again a little short. Frazee gets the ball at the block. And she puts it in for 2. Nearly an over and back there. Roberts got across the mid-court line just in time. Shot partially blocked. Frazee picks it up for Lady Flyers. Three-pointer well off the mark. It'll be Western Hills basketball. There's Audrey Perkins. Aubrey, not Audrey, Aubrey Perkins checks into the game. I think that pass was intended for Wolf, but I'm not sure Wolf knew that.
Yeah, that's Waddell's a senior, been around this program for a long time. You got to know, you got to make sure that the other player's looking at you before you fire it at her.
Frazee is fouled. Will she get 2, or will that be on the floor? Smart foul, though.
Well, it is because, like you said, she's basically guaranteed bucket from 5 feet and in. But she is the best free throw shooter on the Franklin County team at 76%.
Missed the first one, though.
But she did do that, so that's why you make them earn it.
Davis in for Western Hills. She wears number 30. Makai Wheeler checking back into the game for the Lady Flyers. Frazee will take a seat. They go inside, try to kick it outside, tied up by Franklin County. It'll be Lady Flyer basketball. Two points by Kennedy.
I think that's her first bucket of the night.
Not sure if that was Newton or Walton with the foul, but regardless,
I thought it was Newton down there.
we'll send Perkins to the line, shooting two. First one falls in.
Perkins is only 40% on the season, but she's looked pretty good here this evening. You're welcome.
Announcer Jinx. Is that a foul or a travel?
A travel on Newton. She's had a rough couple of possessions here.
First half almost comes to a close, knocked out of bounds. No, thrown out of bounds.
Well, I think it was tipped, but after Franklin County tipped it, it still went off the hands of the Western Hills player.
3-point at the buzzer, no good. So at the half, Franklin County leads 40-12 here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
and families are why we do it.
Classic Gold Master Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
And now, folks, it's time for the Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show. We will take a look at some of the highlights of the first half. We saw the dance team and the color guard and the starting lineups. And then, really, Mr. Hyatt, it's been largely a Franklin County show again. They're up by 28 points here at the end of the first half.
It took a second to do some mental math there, didn't you?
I did.
Well, that right there, Leah Hogan, that's been the difference, her outside shooting. In fact, she actually would be leading this game by herself, just with her 4 3-pointers and then that bucket right there. She's got at least 14 that I can think of off the top of my head in this one. So, but then Franklin County started turning up the defensive pressure, and Western Hills looked pretty decent offensively in the early going in this one, but once Franklin County started to get engaged on the defensive end, they have just wreaked havoc all over the place, and Western Hills just not been able to find any good looks really at all in the second quarter. Franklin County really pulled away.
Yeah, it seems like the first quarter they were kind of hanging tough, the Wolverines. In the second quarter, it kind of got away from them. So we'll see what the second half brings. Here we go. There's a dance team coming out. We will step aside here and let you enjoy the performance from the Franklin County High School dance team here on the Classic Gold Master Jewelers halftime show. Welcome back, folks, to the second half here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week. Franklin County with the lead, 40-12 over crosstown rival and 41st District foe Western Hills. Jason, I'm trying to recall when the last time Franklin County has lost a 41st District basketball game. And my guess is it's been over a decade.
I was going to say, look, not that my memory's the greatest, but as long as I've been doing these games, either, here on FPB, radio before that, I can't remember it. I don't remember one.
The Wolverines are battling hard, and they are better sized than they have been in the recent past, but still having difficulty getting into an offense.
Yeah, and like on that last possession just a second ago was a good example. They tried to make the pass from the top of the key to the post player flashing into the paint, and there's a defender in the way, waving their arms around with pressure on the ball, making it difficult. There's a defender directly behind the player trying to receive it with, good long reach that pokes it away because the pass wasn't able to come right to them because the initial defender was there. Ends up in a turnover and a fast break the other way. Conversely, is Shropshire now hits her first three, so that takes care of that. Mark that on your bingo card. Franklin County, on the other hand, they have the ball at the top of the key. They make the swing pass out to the wing. The defense is slow to recover. They've got a wide open entry pass down to the block where they've got one-on-one from, point blank range, spin, make the bucket. It's a difference in, I think probably talent and coaching, the mixture of that. Not that I mean that as a criticism towards anybody. It's just that, Coach Thacker has such a history here of, knowing what he's doing, how to use his players to the best of their ability. And it's just a well-oiled machine at this point.
Yeah, like an example is, that play right there. I mean, they got someone to block the ball and then get it ahead to a teammate, and they put it in. Western Hills has a hard time sometimes fielding a pass from a teammate that's not really obstructed in any way.
And on that previous possession, they did probably what you got to do. That's 4 straight for Logan Kennedy. I wanted to say Leah Hogan. I knew that wasn't right for Kennedy, but Western Hills, they got dribble penetration down the baseline. That's what you got to do, is you've got to be able to move the ball with the, passing is critical, but just passing isn't going to get it done. They've got to be able to draw the defense in where they can swing it around. They did it a second ago, found Hellard for an open jumper that she knocked down.
I was talking to Alexandria Payne before the game, an assistant with Western Hills, and she said that they're having a pretty good year, but the biggest problem is turnovers, and we've kind of seen that tonight, is that, they just kind of turn the ball over sometimes. It's hard enough when you've got a team like Franklin County that you're battling with, but it makes it much easier for your opponent when you turn the ball over because you can't handle the ball from a teammate. when a teammate passes you the ball, but you're not able to control it, shall we say. We've got a quick timeout here. We'll take a look here at Logan Kennedy to see what she has done so far tonight. There's a two-pointer by her, and she just takes it all the way to the hole that time. Gets it from a teammate, puts it up and in. Hollers for it from another teammate. They see her, get her the pass down low, and she puts it in. And now,
yeah, she got clocked across the face earlier by Ellie Roberts, and you see the blood coming out there. There was no call on that. They said it was a clean strip. I think
she might beg to differ.
Yeah.
Was that Roberts with the three? The Wolverine jerseys are hard to make out. You've got green numbers on black jerseys. Hard to see where the numbers are sometimes. Here's a look at the raking across the face. There she is with the ball. And
that wasn't the one that did it. It was right
there. Yep. Right there. I think it may have been Wilder that got it across the nose there. Wholesale substitutions here for the Lady Flyers. Charlize Kennedy, number 3, checks into the game. Wheeler gets her free throw. Franklin County now up by 33. Jump ball is the call, and it will stay with the Lady Flyers. They get a bucket here, and I think we'll be in a running clock situation. They tried to go inside to Taylor, knocked away by the Wolverines. Sub into the game. Bree Wolf back in there for the Wolverines.
They're letting them play. I'll give them that.
Pass inside of Frazee, knocked away, but knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Franklin County basketball. Again, knocked out of bounds.
Well, to Western Hills' credit, they have started exerting a lot more pressure here on the defensive end.
This is Wheeler, dishes it over. Almost blocked, but put up and in by Taylor. Kiana Taylor for Franklin County. Knocked away, it'll stay with the Lady Wolverines.
Yeah, they're going to say Kennedy got a hand on it. I thought maybe that was just a bad pass, but
no, that was a good call. I think she did touch it. Roberts working. Three-point attempt by Wolf, no good. Franklin County rebound.
And Clint, I mean, that's the second time in this game that we've called Bree Wolf's name. And that's just, like, I don't understand it. She clearly has something to bring to the table, and it was the same thing last year. It was just like, she seems like she hardly plays. And that was only the second shot she's gotten.
Third quarter comes to an end. Franklin County on top by 35. The final stanza coming up next here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by J.O. Osborne with the Franklin County Farm Bureau. The Franklin County Farm Bureau's J.O. Osborne wishes all of our local teams a healthy, competitive, and successful season. J.O. and Kentucky Farm Bureau have been insuring Frankfort since 1943. With them on your team, when you experience a loss from an accident or storm, it can be a real game changer.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family because real estate is what we do and families are why we do it. Game of the Week is brought to you by Bob Allen. Bob Allen is Frankfort's dealmaker. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, as well as pre-owned. Click and save at boballenfrankfort.com. Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we have the fourth quarter coming up. Franklin County with a healthy lead here, 52-17. And that shot is blocked. And then we have a reaching foul on the Lady Wolverines. Here's another look at it. That was Taylor, I think, with the block. They try to go inside, but Wolverines knock it away. Puts up an errant pass, however. And Taylor makes a bad pass, so it's back to the Wolverines. Yeah. And they make the Flyers pay for it.
I don't want to harp on it. You know, I mean, look, Franklin County obviously is doing fine here, but Micaiah Wheeler wants the keys to Coach Thacker's Rolls Royce that he's, you know, developed here at Franklin County. She's going to have to clean that stuff up.
That three just off the mark, knocked out of bounds, I think, by Shropshire. Now we've got Wilder checking in back in. For Western Hills. What really impresses me about Franklin County is that their hands are everywhere. I mean, the Wolverines really can't make a clean pass hardly at all because Franklin County has their hands in the passing lane. And they make a wholesale substitution, as we see right here with 4 new players coming in, and they don't lose much.
Yeah, minimal drop off. But you're absolutely right, Clint, about those hands. And the thing that I've noticed is they picked that up about halfway through the first quarter. The first few minutes of this game, they were very lackadaisical in their defensive presence. They were allowing Western Hills to pass the ball around. They didn't look into it. And something clearly clicked with them. Maybe they just needed to break a sweat, or maybe Coach Thacker yelled at them enough in a timeout. But ever since that point, it's been a completely different ball game.
That pass a little bit out of reach. Turnover to Franklin County. The Lady Flyers seem to have so many interchangeable parts. Walton is fouled as she tries to go for the rebound.
We talked about interchangeable parts. Depth is just, it's so key. It's something that gets overlooked a lot, but it can really pay dividends. One, down the stretch of a season, just keeping players fresh. You never know when injuries may jump up and get somebody, but also over time, season to season. This Franklin County team, it's almost like Alabama football. Like, you come, you know that you may not be a star right away, but you stick with it. Your time will come. You develop. You get better. And to use the phrase "everybody eats," they do in this Franklin County team, and it's really been quite the thing to watch over the last number of years.
Yes. The players that come off the bench seem to make the most of the opportunities that they have. Nice pass. They're just so good at passing. That pass there, but the one previous to Shropshire when she got the 2 and 1, also a beautiful pass. They were saying that was knocked out of bounds by Kennedy.
Tripled it off her knee, didn't she?
Yeah, that's,
Kennedy obviously didn't put up too much of an argument. But
no.
At this point, why bother?
Three-pointer off the mark. Rebound by Shropshire. Puts up no good. Second shot no good. But Franklin County's Kennedy with the ball now.
So Shropshire didn't get it to go. Walton cleans it up. But if you watch that, she came from the weak side all the way across the court to get that rebound, that offensive rebound. Those are the smart / hustle plays that make the difference.
Foul there on Kennedy. And another wholesale substitution. Here's Shropshire, has her shot blocked. But eventually gives it back to Kennedy and down inside to Walton, who puts it up and in.
Looked like Frazee down there.
She does, and she may be the next Frazee.
Yeah, Frazee.
Although Frazee is just
a
junior, and Walton is also a junior. But when you have two girls like that are pretty much automatic from the block, I mean that's hard to stop. That's hard to stop. You just have to keep them from getting the ball down that low. Scrum on the floor, jump ball. Stay with Wolverines. A little over 30 seconds to go here. This one is A guaranteed victory for the Lady Flyers. Up by 41 here. Wolverines trying to close the game out on a positive note. Has it taken away, though. They get it back, and there's a foul. But not enough to put them in an and one situation, so that will conclude the ball game. Franklin County wins this one 60-19. We'll have the boys matchup coming up next here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Expree Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Score $5 for the high school of your choice simply by opening a spirited account featuring your school colors and mascot on your debit card. Show your support, Flyers, Panthers, or Wolverines. Who will raise the most? Go to Expree.org today. Choose wisely. Western Hills, Franklin County, Frankfort High. Let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Hello, my name is Greg with the State Tree Service, the name you know and trust.
Over the past 60 years, the State Tree Service has become a name people know and trust in Central Kentucky. From tree removal, pruning, and stump grinding to debris cleanup, we are always available with our 24/7 emergency services. Estate Tree Service is licensed and insured, and our mission is to provide safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. Give us a call at 502-229-5258 or go online for a free quote.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro. You're in good hands with David Tolles Auto Pro. Bring your vehicle to us for the best repairs in the Frankfort area. 2 locations at 1348 Versailles Road and 515 Duncan Road. And check us out at davidtollsautopro.com. Game of the Week is brought to you by Estate Tree Service. We have a solution for all your tree care needs. Estate Tree Service provides expert tree care and preservation. Call 502-229-5258 for a free estimate.
And folks, now it's time for the Expree Credit Union play of the game. Here it is, a blocked shot by Franklin County. Frazee picks it up. Ball never touches the floor. 2 points. Leah Hogan with the bucket for Franklin County. And that is your Expree Credit Union play of the game. Lady Flyers take this one 60-19. Stay tuned, folks. We'll come back with the boys' game, Franklin County and Western Hills, coming up next here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.